We work for a purpose-driven company, and I want each of you to know that individually we do have a purpose. Now, we may not be perfect people, we may not have perfect situations, but we are still significant nonetheless, and we've been blessed with a rich body of emotions that when used properly, they are very, very effective at motivating you towards your destiny. I want to be clear in our understanding that purpose and passion are interconnected. You know, unfortunately, we live in a crazy world where we're busy all the time and everything is fast, 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 and we're losing touch with who we are, our inner sense of passion. But it is your passion that empowers you to be able to do the thing that you were created to do. You may not feel it all the time, but you do have passion, and it's this passion that gives us the thrust that we need to get through the trials of life and to accomplish the things that we are created to do, so that we can function at a higher dimension with authority and with conviction. You need passion to withstand all the obstacles that go along with your purpose. Look, just because you're living with purpose doesn't mean that you're not going to have problems. You will have problems, but you'll be given the thrust that you need to get up off the ground and step into the field of your dreams. Even if you haven't landed on that thing, at least getting in the territory to that thing which you're dreaming to do or you hope to accomplish someday. And through that passion, you're able to ignite things that you have never ignited before and didn't even think was possible. Some of you may say out there, you know, Dave, I don't feel a thing. I feel numb. I don't feel any passion in my life. Maybe at one point I did, but right now I just don't wake up with that passion, that burning desire and drive. You know, all of us go through times in our life where we don't feel anything at all. But in order to ignite passion again, you have to get exposed, right? Get out of the boat, Peter. Walk on water. Go do something you've never done before. Get involved. Get connected. Because when you are exposed, you will see that there are more options than your current situation provides. And that's true at any age. That's the good news about it. You don't have to be cute. You don't have to be pretty. You don't have to be a size 3. You don't have to be blonde or a brunette or 20 or 50 or 80. It does not matter. At any age, you can still ignite your purpose through finding your passion. And that's the good news. Now, what then do we do with those lulls in life, those dark shadows in life, those secret pains and burdens? You know, you could ask, and I've pondered this many times in my life, right? Are these pains, are these distractions from our purpose? And I will tell you with conviction, absolutely not. I have never seen anybody who has done extraordinary feats that didn't have extraordinary issues. But it's that passion that gives you the power that you need, but it is the pain from which you will have the conviction about it. As I think of Sean and Annalise and think of how passionate they are about this company and the goals they have and the purpose that they have, I will tell you that it's inspiring to not just hear about their passion, but to even hear about their pains, right? Their story and the things that they struggled with for 3 years and the challenges and breaking the piggy banks and not being able to make payroll and not knowing how they're going to make it and do it and having all this excitement and this dream, but at the end of the day going to bed at night thinking, my heavens, we're so broke. We're not to that point where we've leveraged ourselves to have the success that we need. And there was times where they thought everything was just going to go belly up. And there was times where they thought even probably their marriage was even going to go belly up. But they stuck with it. And I am telling you, to this day and throughout the history of Mialisia, it is those pains along with their passion that gives them their purpose and that conviction and that power. If you think of Nelson Mandela, who had, if he had never been incarcerated, never been mistreated, had never been ostracized, he would not have the passion to do the things which he does. I'm telling you, what you think is working against you is actually working for you. And if you can realize that, and then you make sense out of the pain, and you can make sense out of the pain, I should say, then you can justify that pain. Look, I believe that children are like arrows, and in many ways, we are all children, right? Children of the Heavenly Father. But I believe children are like arrows. They need to be directed, right? You aim them at that thing that you want them to hit, but you don't push an arrow. You pull it away from it. And it is the digression that causes the progression. So if your life's been tough, and it's been hard, and you had to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and your childhood wasn't so good, well, guess what? That was just the arrow being pulled back, so that when you are released, that you can thrust after the thing that you were after. So you don't have to grieve over what you didn't get, and what didn't happen to you, and how you were treated, and who didn't raise you, and who didn't love you, and whether or not your sponsor was there, and whether or not your upline is there. Whatever pains you're going through or have been through or will go through, once you understand, the greater the digression, the stronger the progression. And once you realize that, your life will change, your business will change. You know, we're in this business for many reasons, and I have many purposes personally that I'm doing this. And one of them for sure is going to be to create financial independence for my family. Look, I know money doesn't buy happiness. But I know neither does poverty. I know money's not the most important thing, right, or the most critical thing. But it ranks right up there with oxygen, as far as I know. We need money to survive. And I will tell you, I know the feeling that comes being able to afford an incredible steak dinner day after day after day. But I also know what it's like to have to go to a food pantry or a food shelter and get food for my family. I know what it's like living in a beautiful mansion, so blessed, with a wonderful backyard and a soccer field and goals and basketball courts and this and that. But I also know what it's like to be homeless and to have your home taken away from you. I know what it's like to drive a luxury car. I drive a Lexus. It's wonderful. I love it. But I also know the feeling that came to me when I saw a tow truck years ago back into our driveway to take away one of our vans that we couldn't afford and couldn't pay. Money is needed in life to give us peace of mind, right? I want that. That gives me that burning desire each and every day to get out of bed and to get after it and to have this unrelentless to just want to go knock it out of the park, right? And if you don't feel that, then you will often stay in the same spot that you're in, right? That's the definition of insanity, doing the same things over and over but expecting different results. You got to change something. You got to expose yourself. You got to be willing to get vulnerable, take a chance. Look, there's a little risk in starting a business, whether that's here at Mialisia or somewhere else. I understand that. But if you will have the faith and if you will find the purpose and combine that with the skills that you need, incredible things will happen. You will make money, right? And we're constantly taught in life, everywhere we go, to seek provision, to seek money. I know a lot of rich people, and I will tell you that some of them are absolutely crazy. Money without purpose doesn't make you wise. It makes you crazy. So you don't want to seek provision in your life. You want to seek purpose. And if you find your purpose, I'm telling you, you won't even have to worry about provision. And you don't want to be chasing your provision, by the way. I want you to kind of picture in your mind taking out a $20 bill in your pocket and holding it in front of you, all right? And now you're kind of walking across the stage. You don't want to be chasing provision. Instead, take that $20 bill and hold it behind you and now walk across the stage. You want your provision to be chasing you, so that when you find your purpose, you won't have to work hard to chase your provision. Your provision will chase after you. And then when that happens, when that beautiful thing happens, and you've created that financial independence, or at least on the track to that, then you are in a position to decide what ventricles to open up and how you will help others and what you will do and to bless the lives of other people with that provision that has been blessed and given to you. In closing, let me tell you, the most sexy and wonderful thing in the world is somebody who knows who they are and who knows where they're going and knows what it is that they were created to do. And that's not just in your spiritual life or in your personal life, but I believe that's even in your career. There is nothing like it in the world. And when you find your purpose, you will find something, or I should say people will find something cute about you. All right? People who are on point are attractive. They are focused. They get the deal done. They earn the business. They make the best mamas in the world. They make the best daddies in the world. And they are easy to live with. Truthfully, right? People who are lost are hard to live with. They're hard to have on your teams. They're hard to have around you. All right? Regardless of whether they're rich or not, beautiful or not, people who don't know who they are and don't have that purpose are always needing validation to feel secure. But when you are secure, then you are safe within yourself. You don't need anybody in your space. You know who you are. You are dead on center. You are right on point. And I know exactly who I am. I don't need you to define me. I don't need you to validate me. If you clap for me, that's good. I appreciate it. But if you don't, that's okay. Because I am living my life right on point and right with purpose.
So many paths, so many roads, so hard to tell which way to go. Sometimes lost at sea with no compass to point the way, hoping that someone will save my day and show the way. Like a lighthouse, standing bold against the gray, shining through the night to warn of dangers in our way. Like a lighthouse, built on solid stone, shedding light on weary seamen who have drifted far from